Hell yeah, bro. I fucking feel that. I be getting
Every,
excited as shit.
every time something happens, like a random thing be happening, like I'll just be at the store or something happen. I'm like, dang, I wish we could podcast and talk about that.
Bruh.
is
Look
that
how much you've changed. Ugh.
is that narcissistic to
I don't
just
know.
yeah, a little bit?
Maybe.
Like who
Oh,
am I to
we're all the
who,
main characters. We're both
who
main characters in our own story, bro.
who am I to think like oh everybody would want to hear about me talking about the strawberries on sale? Like who did that's a
Bro.
little narcissistic. Okay, I get that.
Yeah. Oh, I mean, my guy just talked himself into it, so it's cool, bro.
Yeah.
I mean,
Gotta feel
I don't know if it was.
I
It
think
just
I think
oh, okay. Well,
slightly.
all right. Well, let's not start off with that, bro.
Yeah,
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another episode of the Polytickin podcast, episode 36. I'm Marcus. I forgot my name for a second. I'm Marcus, and this is Sefa.
yes,
We're
sir.
here. We're alive. And I think my camera looks hella more focused now. Hopefully, I don't drop down to 144 when we upload this to, you know what I'm saying?
Honestly, you look way better right now.
Thanks, man.
Yeah, I can see every, you know what I'm saying? Every one of them on your
Yeah.
face.
Yeah. I know. I have so many pock marks on my face, bro. I used to always fucking pop my pimples, bro.
Yeah.
Not good.
I got a girl to do that for me now. She do that all the time, bro.
Like,
Bro, I'll be watching TV, she'll just come up with the tweezers and just go away. I'll be like, damn, this hurt.
Yeah. Have you
like,
ever seen like the Dr. Pimple Popper?
bro, I don't watch the show.
Sandra? Yeah.
I don't watch the show, but I watch the clips like on my phone. Like every time it come up, I watch it.
Yeah.
You like that?
I do.
Like it bussing? You like that?
Yeah, I like it bussing everywhere.
Did you see that video? Did you see that clip with the dude who had a spider in his ear and they put hydrogen peroxide in it?
Oh no, but I've seen hella videos like that though.
Nope, that's one of my nope.
Man, there's a thing called. Have you ever heard of a bot fly? I remember seeing bot flies in high school and shit.
What is that?
So bot flies, they're like native to I think parts of Africa and shit. Bruh, they will lay their larvae into you, bruh.
Oh,
like they will come onto you and like lay their stuff inside of you. Like they will, yeah, bro.
You could have worded that a whole lot better than you just did.
You're the one thinking like that. It's crazy.
I'm not the only one, but yeah, that's crazy.
It's just oh man, it's disgusting, bro. And then like it grows for however long until they feel something, so they have to like suffocate it. They have to suffocate that shit. And to make yourself have it poke itself out of the hole. First, you got to make the hole for it to come out. Then you got to suffocate it and then get the tweezers. Then looks like a little fat little larva. Like, oh, bro, that deters me from ever wanting to go anywhere with shit like that, bro.
Yeah, no. I be seeing a lot about Australia and like how they have like a really good economy and they have like affordable housing in places and like it's But bruh, as soon as you start showing me the videos where like the snakes just be in the house, the spider tarantulas be this big,
man,
it's not worth it. I'm gonna live in the ghetto. I'd rather dodge bullets than spiders. I'm sorry.
You know what I'm saying? Come on, bro.
I'm cool. I'm straight. I can't deal with like animals that are big but small.
Yeah,
if that makes sense. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like
it had its insects too. Like animals are cool, but like insects, if you increase the size of an insect, bro, it's over for me, bro. I'm out of there. I'm booking it.
Yeah, no, I'm cool.
Yeah.
But anyways, man, how have you been? Do we have any updates? Any stories? Any anecdotes? Anything you've been up to? Did you?
Just a whole lot of nothing, bro. A whole lot of nothing. But at work, I'm seeing a whole lot of like I seen it my whole life, right? You get older, right? Well, as men, right? You get kind of like not confident about your hair because you're losing it or it's going gray. So now I'm seeing a lot of older gents like dyeing their hair black over there in my job, and I see it, and at first I'm like, oh, fuck, damn, get some confidence about you. You know what I'm saying? But I don't want to be that guy. You know what I'm saying?
Judgy.
I know, hella judgy. I know, that's what I'm saying. I know. Like every time I think like that, I'm like, ugh, who the fuck are you to talk about people's hair when you got none? You know what I'm saying? So it's like, I don't know. It just every time I see that, I'm like, oh, bruh, because I see a lot of like old pastors be doing that.
Yeah, I see
that. Also, pastors. Yeah, it looks like it's so thick it's about to start dripping when they sweat. Like, oh, bruh, And I don't think I mean, if I were to ever grow my hair back again, you know what I'm saying? I know I have grays in there too, but I don't want to be that guy who not only grows his lack of hair out, but has like, graying hair, so he dyes it with Rogaine. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to be that guy, bro.
I think I'm
Just
sorry, bro. I gotta call you a hater, man.
why?
I gotta call you a hater.
That is some hating ass shit for
I feel,
real. Like,
I feel like if they dye in their hair, that means they still got a hairline, right?
right?
Typically,
I mean,
most of the time,
no.
because bro, I'm gonna be real honest. Just thinking about it, not like doing actual research, but thinking about it. Whenever someone has like a really bad, where they got the balding spot or really bad hairline, but they still grow it out, I feel like it's always gray. I feel like when people dye it, they don't dye the little patches. I feel like the
Oh,
people with patches, they just let it hang. They just
right.
glad to have hair. But
Uh-huh.
I feel like the people that dye it, they take so much care of it because they still got a hairline, they still got a thick head of hair. It's just white.
Right. But
So
there's not a lot of hairline going on with the ones who dyed their hair. That's the problem. Like they
oh,
lack that. You know what I'm saying?
okay,
It's
okay.
you know, so it
Then
does
y'all
make,
okay.
I'd be judging just a little bit. But then
All
I'm just
right.
like, oh, bro, like men are hella like self-conscious about their hair and shit. I'm like, bro, I mean, once you let that go,
I'm
you'll be
not
okay, bro.
I'm cool. I'm gonna be bald and I'm gonna wear a hat. I'm gonna start
Yeah,
wearing hats out of nowhere, bro.
I know. Hey, that's my thing too. I've been wearing beanies out of season, bro.
Yeah.
Beanies are like my aesthetic choice now.
Well, we are shirt swimmers, so wearing a beanie in the yo. Was you the fat kid that wore sweaters in the summer during school?
Yeah, hell
I used
yeah.
to always I wore sweaters year round.
I had one. I had a one that it was like a spider in the front, and it, it had a big red, like black and red spider, and on the hood, it had like these fake diamond studs or whatever. So I was like, so I dressed like an emo fucking nerd for a whole school year and shit, thinking that was the coolest jacket in the entire world. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and everyone thought you was a school shooter.
Oh, okay. Nobody said any of that. Nobody said
Why would
any of
you
that.
say that to someone you're afraid of? Dang, this one had a spider on it. Okay, I see it. I see it. I just had the pro club sweaters. I had nothing
Yeah.
fancy.
Mhm.
But yeah, bro, that's crazy.
I don't there weren't a lot of pro club like places in San Antonio. Like I remember getting my pro clubs like from here. So maybe there are, I just missed them. I think they probably had like the swap meets and shit. Eisenhower
Yeah.
swap meet. Shout out to the Eisenhower swap meet. You
Mm-hmm.
know what I mean? But
Well,
yeah, other than that, I got nothing. Yeah, no, that's all I've been fucking doing, bro. Looking at men's hair. Yeah, that's all I've been
guy.
fucking doing.
Yeah, look at his hair. Yeah,
Yeah,
he's gotta be in the break.
okay,
Marcus
look.
be in the break room just hating on people.
That's my water cooler talk. Like, did you see Brad's hair? Oh man, what the hell have you been up to? What?
I actually stepped out of my comfort zone this week, bro, or last weekend on Friday.
Okay.
So the weekend before, I forgot to bring it up, but the weekend before, the Friday before, so there's a native center right down the street from us, and I
Okay.
went to go. They have this weekly thing every Friday. They do like a free lunch where they give
Mhm.
out soup, bread, some salad.
This is the spot that you wanted to go to start work, right? Or is this
Yeah.
another one? Okay. Okay.
So 2 Fridays ago, I went to go check it out. I was gonna volunteer, but I just got nervous. I was like, I don't know. I
Yeah.
just want to feel it out.
Yeah.
So I went to go fill it out. It was cool. Like there was a lot of people there, old and young, uh, native people too. Like native is a big deal out here. Like there's a bunch of reservations around, and so I went over there 2 Fridays ago, and then this Friday that just passed, I went over there and I signed up to volunteer.
Oh, got over the hump. You
Yeah, so
got over the hump.
it was cool, man. It was cool. I went in there, met some really nice people, helped set up the chairs and tables, and then I had told the lady, I was like, yeah, I signed up for the chairs and tables thing, but we set up, and now what do I do? Because I gotta wait until the end, so I don't have any job to do. So she was like, you just sit here at the entrance, you greet people, and you make sure tables, dishes from this table make it to this table. Literally
Nice.
just right. I didn't even move much. I was like, you know what? This is a great job.
Hmm.
This is a minimal amount of effort and minimal
Yeah.
chance for me to drop stuff because I'm really clumsy.
Right.
And so the lady, I was just trying to get in with the lady because she was the boss, and I'm she don't
What
know,
a
but in about
fucking kiss ass. We're
and
over
she
here kissing ass.
she don't know, but in about a month or two, I'm about to ask her for a job. So
I'm about to take over this nonprofit company.
yeah, this is about to be mine and
Yeah.
monopolized. Nah.
All
But
right, all right.
it was cool though. You know, I was helping out. I met a lot of people from the community. A lot of the workers, they also worked volunteer. I mean, they also worked at the center. These people work at the center. They go on their lunch break to come serve lunch,
Nice.
and then they eat at the very end, and then they go back to work. And
Man.
I was sitting there thinking like, bro, y'all, if I volunteer, it's gonna be on my own time. It ain't gonna be on the 30 minutes y'all give me during work to volunteer. Like, what is wrong with y'all? But it was nice. You know, everybody was super nice. I was talking to a lot of people. They thought they was like tripping out at my accent. It was like, where are you from? And it was like, why did you move here? Just asking a bunch of random questions. And so yeah, it was a good experience. I'm gonna do it every Friday now. I got in with the janitor at the place.
Okay.
His name Max or Matt. I think he's native. He might be Mexican, but he was real cool. And the chef, I got in with the chef. The chef, he see me running back and forth because I was running plates and stuff, and he see me. He's like, "What's your name, man?" I was like, "Oh, what's up? I'm Seth." He was like, "Seth, what's up, Max?" And I was like, "Oh, what's up, bro?"
Yeah.
So you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Make them little connections.
You know what I'm saying?
Hey,
Oh, Sefa got friends. He's
what's
got
up?
friends.
Let me get a pound of sirloin, man. I gotta walk down. So
Friendship
yeah,
purely transactional. This guy, hey man.
nah, but you know, I learned that from my dad. You know, you get
Yeah.
it where you fit in. You know,
Yeah.
getting is good. So,
Hell yeah.
yeah. Shout out to the Native Friendship Center, the Victoria Native Friendship Center. About to be over
Mhm.
there every Friday. You know, y'all can catch me over there setting up chairs like we at church.
Hell yeah.
So that was fun.
Damn, that's
Like,
cool, bro.
yeah, they got like other events too coming up. Uh, about native. There's like an Indigenous Day or something like that.
Okay.
So they was like trying to give you, did you want to sign up? We got 11 to 3, 11 to 2. It's like, dang, it's my first day,
Yeah,
Margaret.
for
Like,
real.
chill out, Margaret. Damn. Man. But yeah,
Oh,
that's
they
it.
want to get you in there immediately. Yeah, we need them.
They
We
get,
need them.
they kept looking for me every time it was time to there's like a trash compactor thing.
Mm-hmm.
Every time I was trying to move the trash, like, oh, does anyone see Seth? It's like, oh, I got you. It's like number old. It's not number old ladies that was volunteer. I felt hella bad. They had a lady in a wheelchair setting up chairs.
Okay.
I was
See,
I was like,
there's something we gotta establish about this volunteer stuff,
I
man.
was like,
Hold on, bro.
bro,
Yo, we need to be serving her. What are we doing here?
nah, hey, she was the boss lady. She was one of the ones that volunteered for like the last year or two. But
Okay, cool.
she was literally in a wheelchair rolling around.
Hey, she better start giving out orders, man. She better sit in the cut. We got a young, strapping young lad over here to get chairs and shit. You better fucking yell at this fool.
I was doing my best, but I couldn't keep up. Bro, she had like a stack of chairs, right? It was like a stack of like 5 chairs. Mm-hmm. She was rolling her chair, bumping up against the chairs to move it to the next table.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
I was like, okay.
Yeah, there ain't no excuses. All right, no excuses.
You, Ricky Bobby.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Shout out to them. Also, shout out to the Patreon. We just wanted to inform y'all before we get this episode officially started.
Let's go.
Patreon.com/the Polytickin podcast. You can also find the link in our Instagram bios, in my bio as well on Instagram. $5 a month gets you 4 episodes. We just wanted to put that out there just in case people were unaware. Yeah. Some people think that you just sign up just to just to donate money and that's it. But
hey, we appreciate that too. But there's stuff with that. I swear to God, there's like content with that. You're not just signing up for nothing. Yeah, we got some stuff there.
Yeah, we have an extra episode every week. So every Friday we'll give you an extra episode if you sign up and subscribe for $5 a month. Yeah. I think there's like 10 episodes out there already. So you getting 10 episodes on top of weekly episodes. And yeah, we're gonna work on trying to get more into those and see where we go from there.
Hell yeah, there are things in the works for the Patreon, so yeah, we're gonna get that going.
Yeah,
make something shake. Okay. Let's go, bro.
Speaking of shake,
Yeah, shake them.
did you see the video that shook the Islander community this past week?
I did. I did.
Yeah.
I seen it a couple times. Yeah.
Yeah, and unfortunately, we did see it. Man, we just be coming up late because we record on Mondays, and it feels like everything happens on Wednesday. I think that
Yeah.
popped off last Wednesday, so we couldn't
Shit.
talk about it until now. So we're a little late, but we still wanted to give our 2 cents. Can you please fill our listeners in?
Yeah. So there is a podcast called, should we say their name? Who's in the name, right?
I mean, if you want, so you, bro.
It is on me. Damn it. So there's a podcast out there, the Muddy Roots podcast, that comment section just got blown the hell up. All right. Group of PIs, group of Usos with their show out there. I don't know where they're from, I'll be honest. I don't,
I
you know
think
what
they're
I'm
from
saying?
Utah.
They're from Utah. Okay.
Mhm.
So there is a clip going around where they were talking about Samoan, Polynesian, Pacific Islander women in a not
Yeah.
so great light, you know. And people threw their 2 cents in like crazy, bro. People got really mad, and I remember seeing the video like a day after you sent it into the note. So when I
Yeah.
seen it at first, and I'm not gonna lie, bro, when I seen it, I was like, what was so bad about it? But then I was like, that was at first. That was at
Hey,
first. That was at first watch. I know. I'm gonna get crucified for that. But you
we
know, once
appreciate
I,
the honesty, though.
yeah,
Candid, candid. You know what I mean, we appreciate
yeah.
it.
Please appreciate the honesty. Please don't come for me. But you know, the more I thought about it, I was just like, okay, I get where all the vitriol's coming from,
Mhm.
but I didn't watch the entire show. Like I feel obligated to watch the entire podcast instead of just that one clip, because we always talk about how context matters and stuff. But like just off that video alone, I'm just like, well, they kind of fumbled that one. Kind of fumbled it.
I watched
Kind of
the
fumbled
entire
it.
thing.
Okay, how'd it go for you?
Um, I will say this: the backlash that they received is very similar to another podcast from before,
Mm-hmm.
and that podcast is dead now. So we ain't even gonna talk about that. But it was a podcast that was reiterating the same jargon as like Kevin Samuels and all that. Andrew Tate, where it's like the alpha male and all that, and blah blah blah. And so I seen the clips, and I felt the same way I felt when I seen that other Pacific Island podcast where it was like dudes talking down on women, and it kind of gave me the same feeling, but just
What, like
not
an
as
icky,
much.
like an icky feeling, or
Just like these guys just want to be superior, want to appear superior type of thing.
right.
I don't know if you remember the other podcast I'm referring to. So
Mm-mm.
I did exactly what you said. I wanted context, so I watched the whole episode, and I watched a couple of their episodes. And to be honest, it wasn't like Kevin Samuels ish. The whole episode that I watched, it was really laid back. It was just people just talking, and so initially I was like, I think it got blown a little too out of proportion.
Mm.
But then like the more you think about it, and even the more you read the comments, like
Excuse me.
I'm gonna be real, bro. I didn't like the fact that I only seen women in the comments upset at this. Like
Mm.
it kind of goes exactly back to our last conversation that we had with the Tongan girls getting attacked, and it was like
Mm-hmm.
mostly men.
Right.
I was like, damn, bro, like no, like there were definitely some dudes in there, but the majority was women, and it's kind of like no dude wanted to step in and get a 2 cent. There was a handful. I'm not gonna lie, there was a handful, but
Mm-hmm.
majority women, and I was kind of just like,
Yeah, how interesting that dynamic is. You know what I'm
yeah,
saying? Depending on the content that gets put out, like
yeah,
it's interesting, but it also makes it hard to respond in even some kind of smart way. You know what I'm saying? It makes it very hard to talk about it, because it's like you try your, I guess you try your best not to upset people, but then there are people who just don't give a goddamn. You know what I'm
yeah.
saying?
Mhm.
And we try to walk that line while giving our honest opinion about things, but it's hard to have a conversation when it just looks like one side is just dominating the entire thing. You know what I'm
Mhm.
saying? Whatever gender it is, you know what I'm saying? Like when one side is dominating the whole thing, that everybody thinks that's the right way to think.
Yeah.
which is kind of, it's disheartening because we all need context. And like I said, I didn't watch the entire video, but just off that clip, it looked kind of bad. But then there were times where I was like, you know what, we've talked shit like that too.
Mm-hmm.
We've all done like talk shit like that too. But then when people started saying, they're referring to their wives and their sisters, and it sounds like, oh yeah, that they're talking a whole bunch of shit. But it's like, bro, like we've like I don't know, we've said those jokes also, and I've been around girl cousins who said the same thing. You know
Mm-hmm.
what I'm saying? So it's kind of hard to really voice it, and I guess it turns into a gender thing. It was like, well, I'm a man, I feel like I can't talk about this because blah blah blah. But then it's like, like if we can't have a conversation, if we can't be able to talk about it, we're not gonna have a conversation about it, and nobody's gonna learn anything. I still haven't learned anything. You know what I'm
But
saying? Besides, watch the entire video.
yeah,
You
so
know?
so I did watch the whole thing, and I don't think it was malicious. I
Yeah.
feel like they were just talking, but that's the thing.
Mm-hmm.
Like it's in these moments where people don't think they're being malicious, where all the damage is being done.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, like that's been a running joke in the community, like joking about the women and joking
See.
about the men. Like
Mm-hmm.
that's a thing. That's always been a thing, and unfortunately, it will always be a thing with people who haven't matured or haven't grown up or been exposed
Right.
to different things. The issue is to get on a podcast and to say these things is a one issue. Another issue is to clip it and post it as something to garner views to your platform.
Right.
Like to get on your platform, like the Uso Tassi 1K, he said it perfectly. He said, you can't have a platform that's full of Pacific Islanders, that's marketed towards Pacific Islanders, and then that is also using their platform to degrade Pacific Islanders. It
Right.
don't work like that. He
Mm-hmm.
said it perfect. Like as soon as he said that, I was like, bro, there's no other way around saying it like this.
Right.
And so that's exactly the case. Like if we have if you joking amongst friends, if you joking amongst family and you guys are going back and forth and like that, there's a familiarity with that. And there's
Yeah.
also like a limited capacity to where those rhetorics live and die.
Right.
But when you get on a platform, when you say it on a platform in front of people, like addressing the whole community, not just
Mm.
your family, the whole
Right.
community,
Then that
and then
changes. It
it
changes.
it changes the dynamics completely, and also to
Mm-hmm.
to 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 clip it and say like, bro, because we clip our content and we're like, okay, this is gonna be really good. This is gonna get us clicks. This is gonna get people to want to listen to our pod. Like to not be to not be aware of this is a bad look,
Mm-hmm.
and to go forward with this clip, to post it, to promote it, to keep it on your
Yeah.
page. Like there's so many mistakes in this step.
Right.
And so I just, I don't think, the way that they were talking, I don't think it was malicious, but
Mm-hmm.
unfortunately, that's where all of the problems lie. Like we don't
Right.
think that this is bad. Like we say it and we could hear it and we'd be like, oh, we don't, there's nothing wrong with
That
that. But there
is
is something wrong with that.
see,
Okay?
and that's and I hear you. And this is what I learned through all my years of working like shitty retail jobs, what have you, man. And it really just applies to the workplace dynamics among your coworkers, bro. Is that intention doesn't matter. You know
Mhm.
what I'm saying? Your intention to, say a funny thing or be joking, like your intention doesn't matter, no matter how good they are. Because like I've said multiple times here, bro, um, uh, like I said, hella times here, bro, you cannot change how people perceive what you say.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? So, as good as intentions that you had as far as posting this clip and thinking it was funny, I'm sure it was funny amongst your group. It was definitely funny amongst your group of friends and what y'all was talking about, and y'all didn't put the entire thing out there, so we don't have the full context, right?
Well,
But if you think that shit is funny, and that's cool, bro. But you cannot control how people perceive what you say. So even if they thought it was funny and it was cool, it wasn't.
mhm.
Like it almost. I mean, I want to say that it subjectively wasn't good to post that. But I'm leaning more towards it probably wasn't a good. It definitely wasn't a good look. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know.
The context part that you're asking about, honestly, the way that the flow of conversation went, that was kind of like they were talking about relationships and they were talking about dating. and there was a guy on there talking about how he was, with a new girl he was trying to, fill out, and he liked her, blah blah blah. And then they kind of stumbled into the fact that, oh wait, or they asked him, they said, so what is she? She said, I'm one, and he said, oh, she's white. And then somebody joked and said, yeah, that's all of us. And then the other guy just looks and he goes, oh wait, you guys are all with white girls.
Mm.
That's where the conversation started. It
Okay.
was, so there was really no other context. Like that little clip
Okay.
was the only part of the clip.
That was like, that clip is more than good enough, is what you're saying.
Yeah,
To
there
understand
was
exactly what they was talking about.
yeah,
Okay.
because I watched the whole thing. I wanted to be informed. I wanted to see like if they cleaned it up afterwards. And I think the only cleaning was, yeah, we do love Polynesian women, but and that was it. So the context does matter, but in this case, there was really no other context outside of the clip.
Okay.
So yeah, it was a man. I just yeah, and the thing about the no dudes in the comments, bro. I wish more men spoke out against it. I
Mm-hmm.
wish more men were to be out there in the comments and being like, "Yo, this is not wrong." I didn't comment because I wanted to say everything I had to say. I wanted to think about it. I wanted to contemplate it a little bit, and then also, put it out on the pod, talk to you about it with the
Mm-hmm.
podcast. So yeah, yeah. Shout out to them, grand opening, grand closing.
Oh man, yeah. It's gonna be something that we'll have to navigate as we keep going in whatever the hell this is. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? This. This hits a little too close to home because uh, everybody always complains that you can't say anything without offending somebody, but it's like, bro, that's always been how it is.
yeah,
It really doesn't matter. Like,
yeah. I'm sick of people saying cancel culture
yeah,
is
that term
bad
is
or
bad.
whatever,
Yeah,
because bro, it's just called cancel culture, but it's really boycotting. Like that's
yeah.
been the thing forever.
Mm-hmm.
Like to boycott somebody has been around for ages. The Boston
Mm-hmm.
Tea Party, they was boycotting back then.
Yeah.
Like so
My
people
guy
label
brought up the Boston Tea Party. All right.
it's the same, bro. The Boston Tea Party is the same thing. They canceled that tea company. They
Yeah.
canceled Britain when they went and said no taxation without representation. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They
Yeah.
canceled the whole country. It's as
Yeah.
American as it gets. Canceling is as American as it gets. You feel me? But
Yeah.
it's just a different label, and people associate with other things. So it's just. But sometimes people gotta get boycotted. Sometimes people gotta get canceled, bro.
Hey man, for real. Oh, for real.
So yeah, man. Shout out to shout out to the Polynesian, the Pacific Islander women, man.
Yes. Shout
For
out to
real.
y'all. Please
Don't
don't
let
come for us.
don't let these dudes play with y'all, man.
For real.
uh, we we you put casual workplace racism in there,
Oh,
and I wanted
okay.
to I wanted to know what you were talking about.
Oh man. Certain days out of the week, right? Certain days out of the week in my job, they have Aloha Day, right?
Oh,
Yeah, Aloha Day.
mahalo.
Mahalo, dude. Aloha Day, dude. Um, yeah. So they every couple of days, or yeah, 2 days out of the week, they'll have Aloha Day. You come in with your Hawaiian shirt.
Oh,
They'll have leis and stuff. They'll have leis, and then they'll pick somebody to, I think, get like vacation or something.
mm,
And with all the talks that we've had here, right, about the good old cultural appropriation stuff,
yeah.
like when I see that now and I see it going on, I'm just like, I'm not gonna participate in this. I don't care about the vacation. And it's not like really like, I don't know if it was not really a racism thing, or maybe it is, bro. Like, it just, I don't know. Like, all I'm saying is I just want real flowers on my leis. All
Mm-hmm.
right, not no bullshit paper mache
I
connected
hate
with
those.
straws, bro.
I
What
hate
the
those.
man? You know what I'm saying? And like, I don't know too much about Hawaiian culture, especially after with the US and all this stuff. But like, it just, like, you're over here trying to celebrate like some kind of Hawaiian culture when that's not even, when I don't think that is. Those shirts they just feel too commercialized for me, bro. And then I see it, I'm just like, I don't want to. But then there are times where they have like they have they'll have like different like New Year's, you know what I'm saying? Our, you know, New Year's is going to be different from when we celebrate New Year's, you know what I'm saying? Depending on ethnicity and the culture and you know, their calendar, right?
Yeah.
So for those days, they'll come up in their very formal get up, bro, as like a, you know what I'm
Oh.
saying? And it's very cool and it's very authentic to the culture, you know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
when I see that, I don't hate on that. That's like, it's really cool to see. You know what I'm
Mhm.
saying? But then they have this with the good old Aloha Day. That's like you just dress up in some shitty Hawaiian shirt with some bullshit lei to win some kind of vacation. And I'm just like,
Would you
I don't know.
would you ever talk to them about that?
No, probably not. I
Why
don't know.
not? You
Because
should
I'm not informed enough to even think of talking to them about this shit.
you're informed enough to tell them what they're doing is wrong.
Ian, yeah,
I
that's
I feel like that should.
hey,
And you know what's crazy too?
what?
I feel like they listen. How many polys work with you?
At least 4 total, maybe 5.
Bruh, get y'all get them numbers. Y'all
Hey,
come together like them infinity stones, bruh.
yeah.
Come
From
together and tell them like this is not the teachings of my ancestors. You feel me?
yeah. It's
I
just, oh man, I'd be so down for that if I had bigger cojones for it. You know what I'm saying? I just need to be. Don't roll your
come
eyes like that.
on,
Don't do it.
bruh.
I know, man.
Come
I'm
on,
trying to get it
bruh.
together because I'm just every time I know how I feel when I see it, which is very uncomfortable.
Yeah,
And
freak
I got
that.
yeah,
You
it's
should
very
not be
uncomfortable now.
you should not be subjected to that when you had to go to work. You had to be around it. When is Aloha now, or did it pass?
It passed.
And
It
are they
passed.
gonna do it again or
Yeah, it's for the entire month. Actually, the entire summer.
you gotta talk to somebody,
You know what I'm
bro?
saying?
You gotta
Bro,
talk to somebody, and also I feel like it'll get you in, bro. I don't know how upward you can go in in your
in what? Like,
position.
in what are you talking about?
Right? They're gonna be like, yo, we don't need him counting chips. We need him as a manager supervisor.
Yeah.
You know,
That would be tight.
I
But
think that'll be good for y'all. For you and your are you cool with the other Usos that work with you?
uh one of them, because we're all spread out in like different departments and shit. There's only one other Samoan that I work with within our company.
Oh,
Samoan girl.
oh, okay.
Yeah.
Y'all should definitely come together and
Hey, I mean shit.
just. She probably know. Is she Shawan, or is she
Mhm.
just? Oh, she probably know. Go
Yeah.
ahead and parade her up to the front. Be like, hey, any questions? You go to her.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I don't know, man.
For
I
real.
don't know.
You gonna
So
get you you gonna get you like a free off day or something, bro.
hey,
You know what
I
I'm
better get that fucking vacation since that's the fucking price for that. You know what I'm saying? I spotlighted that shit. I better get that vacation.
I'm saying? You never
Hey,
know. They
you
might be
know?
like, you know what? Thank you for helping us be more. Like so in Hawaii, right? In Hawaii,
Mhm.
I've known people who like manage businesses and all that, and like even big corporations when they start a project or they start like a new company where they have a new building, they abide by all of the Hawaiian traditions. Like they do the prayer ceremonies,
Mm.
they do like like when things are going wrong, that's like one of the things that they go to is like the local traditions. Like when stuff is like pipes is busting and like unexplainable things are happening, they go
Mhm.
the traditional route. And so I feel like it's only a matter of time before like that awareness for these big companies spills over into America to where it's kind of like, no, you if you guys are gonna do this, you have to do it right.
Yeah.
And I mean, hey, I don't know anyone else is better to spearhead that campaign than my brother Marcus. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'm just
Yeah,
saying.
that would be awesome, man. That would be really cool. It would
Yeah,
be really cool to be a part of, man. It's just oh man, I'm just seeing it now. Like ignorance is for sure bliss, bruh.
yeah.
Because before I just did not care. I was like, yeah, just wear them, dude. Yeah, fuck those shitty lays. I'm not gonna wear them, but yeah, you know. And then after these talks and just having that and it was always in the back of my head too, like, oh yeah, this
Mm-hmm.
feels weird, but I'm not gonna participate, so I don't have to. I don't have to care if I don't participate. And now
Mm-hmm.
that now that I'm caring, I'm just like, I don't want to participate. I want to burn it to the ground.
Come on, bro. Hey,
Oh, bro.
it comes with the knowledge. I mean, it comes with the wisdom. You start caring more about things. So,
Yeah.
hey,
Damn it, we got to go back to that. 2018, Marcus.
aloha. You know what I'm saying?
Aloha,
Mahalo,
dude.
mahalo.
Mahalo, dude.
My girl always bring that up every time we. She's like, mahalo.
Yeah.
Oh, and the other day we was walking and I had my shirt and it has aloha on it. Shout out to Kyoki and Jen. They gave me that shirt from their brand. It has aloha on it. We were walking and this white lady was walking her dog. She looked at me, she was like, aloha. I looked at her, I was like, that was racist.
Yeah, that was racist.
Like, I was like, that was, and I looked back and when she walked off my girl, I looked at my girl, like, that was hella racist. She just thought I was Hawaiian.
Yeah.
Like, you got aloha on your shirt. And I looked down, I was like, oh, okay. She could.
Yeah.
She was just reading out loud.
Right.
That wasn't bad.
See, I've gotten that my entire life, right, with like strangers and shit. But like being mistake for another race is a whole like other bit of racism. You know what I'm saying? No. Oh yeah, me. Crazy. No, but like in a way where it's fucking hilarious and I had to think about it, right? I used to work at, you know what I'm saying? I used to work at a restaurant and I was a cashier one time and some guy comes up to me and says, gracias. Or he's like, hola, like speaking Spanish. And I was like, it was a white dude, you know what I'm saying? And obviously not Hispanic dude. He was like, hola, can I get a por favor? And I was like, bro, are you... If you're going to be racist, at least think of the right ethnicity, bro. Like,
but can you...
What can I fault him for? What having an ambiguous race? I'm racially ambiguous. I'm not that racially ambiguous.
I mean,
I feel like Hispanic is skewing pretty far, though. That's the thing. Like, if you was to like aim in the general, you know.
Okay, would you be mad at Asian?
No.
Okay.
Well, I mean, yeah, I've got that my entire life, but you know, I'd be less mad at that than Hispanic because at least I can understand the Asian for the stereotypes that I'm trying to get rid of.
Well, I mean, so I'm gonna give you this.
Okay.
I'm gonna give you this. All right. So if you say Mexican, it kind of makes sense because you a little bulkier. You know what I'm saying? You a little buffer.
Okay.
And the Asians is typically a little slimmer. But then the eyes.
Well, you didn't have to bring up that,
eyes,
you know?
Chico. Yeah. The eyes, Chico.
The eyes, Chico.
Eyes kind of throw me off. So it's
yeah,
like, you could be just a bulky Asian, like a buff Asian.
You know what I'm saying? Like, why is that so far out of the realm of possibility, bro? Like,
or you could just be a Mexican with some different kind of visuals,
you know right? You know what I'm saying?
I'm just, yeah. It's just, yeah.
Race is tricky.
I've gotten Asian before.
Okay. What kind of Asian?
Korean.
I mean, which Asian? I mean, like which ethnicity? Korean?
It was in Samoa. I hope this lady choked to death.
I remember
this lady.
This,
it was this lady at a church that I went to. Of course, bro. Everything that happens that's bad. It's when I'm trying to do nice for my friends. My homie invited me to church. It was LJ. LJ, who said I hide my fat well. He invited me to church. We go to church. We sit and he was, and you know why he got me? All right. Maybe the fat thing makes sense because he invited me and he started it with, we have kongai today. I said, bro, you got me. I'm in there.
Sefa lit up like this, like a Christmas tree. We say no more.
Yeah. So then, we went to church. The church was cool, and then we had kongai. And I ain't gonna lie, bro, that kongai was fire, bro.
Okay.
Like they had cocoa bean in there. They had cocoa bean.
Okay.
Yeah. It was serious.
Okay.
And I was sitting next to some lady, and then she looked over to me and she said something in Shawan. I said, "Oh, excuse me," and she said it again in Shawan. I said, "Oh." Yeah, I don't speak Shawan. She's like, "Oh, are you Korean? Oh, can you please pass it?" I said, "I am not Korean." She's like, "Oh, you're Shawan?" I was like, "Yeah." She was like, "Oh," I was like, "I ain't from here." She was like, "But you still don't speak Shawan?"
Kalofai,
I'm about to throw my fire at you, dude. I know that word. Yeah, you ever got thrown with a fire? Because that's what you about to do. This breadfruit about to find your head fruit.
Gonna kongi this fire at you.
Yeah, so she Marcus, don't be trying to use all the words you know to make me look like I'm second place.
Come on, bro.
Marcus over here trying to speak little Samoan, so
it's the same 5 words. Just use the same 5 words in whatever context you can figure out.
Yeah, so I got Korean before. She thought I was Korean. That was annoying.
Yep, I've gotten Filipino, Cambodian.
I can see it. Yep.
Vietnamese.
Yep.
Korean.
Yep.
Chinese.
Damn.
Yeah. Covering all of Eastern Asia, I think.
I can see Chinese.
Racist.
I can't see Korean and all that though, because aren't they like super light skin?
Yeah.
Yeah, I can't see that.
Yeah.
But
I think the one I can see the most is the Filipino one.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Okay, you weren't supposed to agree so wholeheartedly like that. Oh yeah, for sure, dude. Mahalo.
They're already like kind of Hawaiian, so like I can kind of I can see it, bro. You like half Filipino, you know what I'm saying? Yep.
I usually look like a junior to someone. Oh, you look like my cousin Junior. Or Junior. Okay. I don't know him. Well, I mean, I know him. I know like 100 juniors. I just don't know which one you're referring to. And it's most definitely not me.
All right, bro.
What?
I'm looking at this last topic and I'm laughing to myself because I don't understand what's going on at your workplace. They got Aloha night, then they got coworkers flirting with the, you know what I'm saying? So Marcus, I feel like you just work in the wild, wild west, bro. Like you just got a bunch of just stuff happening.
I swear to God, that's why I need the sticky note on my badge because I can't keep up with all this dumb shit that's going on. I'm just like, oh, bruh. I was chilling outside of work on my way. No, what was it? I think I just got off, and I was chilling outside with some coworkers and shit. And this dude comes up. This dude comes up all dressed all nice and shit to the nines or whatever. And my coworkers are girls and shit. So they're over here talking to him, flirting him, chatting it up with him. I'm like, oh, okay, cool, bro. I come back to work the next day, and he ends up being our lead. And I was like, oh shit, that's hilarious, bro. What the hell? That's fucking hilarious. I come in and I'm like, oh shit. Oh, I didn't know you were a lead for us, bro. I was like, oh yeah, what? Why? I don't know. I just thought you were just some random dude. I ain't never seen you before. I knew he worked for the good, for the job in some way. I didn't know he was with us. So I thought that was hilarious. Like just being oblivious to the fact that he's your boss and you're just over there like, oh yeah, hey, saying what you say, ladies. I know how y'all be talking to us when y'all are interested.
In Hawaii, my boss, a lot of the dudes, they like my boss. She's like this little Asian girl.
Okay.
And a lot of the dudes, they used to always tell me, like, man, I'm trying to get in your department. Oh my. Like, yo, can you come? Because we need help. For real. Like, bro. But, yeah, I had a boss, she hired me, bro, and then everybody else in my department quit or got fired.
Nice.
2 people got fired, 1 person quit. I was the only person on my second day of work in my department at Sam's Club. That mug was crazy. I was, bro, they would, they used to call, like, we had the little earpiece where they would call.
Yeah.
And they used to call electronics. Bro, I used to have the earpiece in. I used to just be standing there. They were like, electronics. And I was just standing there by myself. I didn't even realize, it didn't even click in my head that they was calling me. They're like, electronics.
Yeah, like,
the lady had to come walk to me, and yeah, she had it. It was this old lady, this old Hawaiian lady. She had the thing she was calling electronics, and I was just standing there, bro. She walked to my face, and she's like, electronics. I was like, oh, did you need electronics?
Oh, sorry, did you need electronics?
She was like, do you have Macchiato? I was like, yeah, I do. She's like, we've been calling you for 5 minutes. I was like, oh, my name is Sefa.
Yo, workplace pettiness is amazing to see, bro. Like once you see those like little passive aggressive things where like people try to get your attention and shit like that, I'm just like, oh dog, we're such assholes to each other. But we all have to do that with a smile on our faces because we're here in retail and there's other customers watching. Yeah. Like, here, electronics. Hello.
I'm not gonna lie, working in South Mall was an experience. Since this is the Polytickin podcast, working in South Mall was an experience, bro. I did like a summer program where we was working at the vocational rehab center.
Mm-hmm.
And we used to help people with disabilities get jobs. We used to help them get to their appointments. And bro, like it was like hanging out with your family. We was sitting around the office. We didn't have any meetings to do. My boss dude looked at me. He was like, hey, you go cut the grass. I said, what? I looked at him. I was like, I said, excuse. I hit him. I was like, excuse me. That was it. Yo, go cut the grass. I was like, I started looking in my bag. I opened my backpack.
Looking for something to do,
this
something else to do.
No, this is not in the work description. I started looking at the work description. It said, help handicappable people get on the bus, get off the bus. They start saying all these things, bro. This fool just looking at, hey, go cut the grass.
You missed it in the liner notes of the contract, bro. If there's a lull in the work, you have to go mow the grass, bro.
They didn't even have a mower. I had to use a weed eater for the thing. It was at Lions Park, bro. I had to use the weed eater for the whole thing. I'm like, what the? Bro, my legs is getting cut up. I got shorts on.
Oh yeah.
And then like the other day, because I worked there the whole summer, bro. Another day they was like sitting around doing nothing. Like, and also every morning I had to, because I was the youngest one, or there was a couple of us that was young, but the youngest people, we had to make the coffee and butter the bread. That was our job. Like as soon as 8, 9 o'clock when we get there, we had to butter the bread and make the coffee. We had to go around the office and make people coffee and butter the bread and ask them how much creamer they wanted. A lot. 7 creamers. 7 creamers.
Wait, 7 creamers each? Goddamn.
Yeah. In a small cup.
In a small, that's not good. That's not good.
So yeah, we used to have to do that. And then another time we was just chilling. There was nothing else to do. Appointments got canceled. He looks at, hey, go wash the truck. What? It's like, yeah, go wash the truck. I'm like, bro, I'm looking through the notes again. This is not in my work description, bro. I'm getting paid $4.90 an hour. You got me washing the truck for $4.90. I swear to you, bro, that was minimum wage when I was working in South Wall. It's $4.90. American.
I know. Oh,
that one was horrible,
bro.
Shout out to working in Samoa. I hope whoever's working out there, I hope you guys are reading your job descriptions and y'all realize what they can and can't ask you to do.
Yeah, for real. God damn. What was your official title? Do you remember?
I think I was a support worker. I was just basically
well, it's in the title. It's in the title, so you have to support everyone that works with you. So that includes washing the guy's truck.
Support the landscaper?
Yeah, it's support the landscaper that's supposed to be on your team.
Freak that.
Hell. Oh, shoot. That's wild, bro.
For $4.90.
Oh, yeah. Oh, I would have been hot.
What did you put this bus video up here for?
I don't know. I just thought it was a cool video to see because it reminds me of our time in Samoa because I done caught that bus many times, and that video is perfect with the song and everything. It was just a great looking video.
For those who are watching the YouTube, let's just examine Marcus's face as I say this. We know about you on buses, bro.
Yeah, me and buses. Yeah, we're pretty good. Fuck.
We know about you, Mr. Busman.
Oh, Mr. Bus. Hey, Mr. Busman.
We've heard about you, Jerome the Bus Bettis. Y'all don't know what I'm talking about, but just know I'm talking about something.
Bro. Yeah, buses are cool in Samoa. Yeah, that video is great. I just seen that and I thought that was great.
Yeah, man. Shout out to the bus. Shout out to the bus riders. They used to have long thumbnails, or they probably still do. And bus drivers used to drive with the cassette tapes, and people said they would play the cassette tapes, and if they like one side better than the other, they used to put the cassette tapes on their thumbnail and swing it and rewind it like that.
Oh, shit. I mean, did it work? I want to see that in action. I never seen that.
Yeah, they said that's what people used to do.
Okay.
They used to that was like, the rewinder. So, yeah. And I was like, well, we got CDs now. Why are the guys' thumbs still ridiculously long? They're like,
they spin it like they spin a CD out there, something like this.
Like, oh, shoot. I got one more topic. And it's something serious. And I forgot I got a message about it on Facebook because I don't really get messages on Facebook. Someone tapped in and they said to speak about mental health.
Oh, okay.
And I just want just mental health in general. She was talking about how like men in our community don't get paid, well, mental health in general, but people don't really pay too much attention about mental health. And to me, I feel like that's like one of the bingo checks, like the bingo squares. That's
Mm-hmm.
like one of those bingo squares when any Polynesian or any Pacific Islander starts a podcast, they talk about mental health. And I
Yeah,
don't know if have we talked about it?
we've never gone full details into mental health on this show, but I know for a fact that we've made mention of our past
Mm-hmm.
battles, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
In passing, you know. I mean, you talk about it in your music, you know what I'm saying? Whatever shitty music I had, I always talked about it. So we've always been around it. We've always,
Mm-hmm.
we don't dive into it the way people act, because I've gotten that too. I've gotten messages like that. Guys should
Mm-hmm.
talk about mental health in general, men's mental health, and you're exactly right, bro. Whenever anyone wants to start, and it doesn't just apply to Polynesian podcasts either, bro, or PI
Yeah.
podcasts. Like, it's like, oh yeah, if you start a podcast, we should talk about mental health, man. And I don't want to minimize, that, because it's a real thing that we should talk about. It's just that conversation. There's just so much nuance in there, bro.
Yeah.
There's a lot to cover, and we're definitely not the ones to figure this shit out. Like, and I know people aren't asking us to figure shit out, but it's just they want us to talk about it, and that's great.
Yeah.
But it'd be a huge disservice to talk about it without um I guess maybe like proper information, proper research, maybe even like a full on diagnosis, cuz that's always something that I've like, I've championed wanting to go to therapy even though I've never done it myself, but I've
Mm-hmm.
always wanted to. And now that I'm getting closer to having the means to be able to go with insurance and stuff, like I want to try it.
Yeah.
So I want to go through that, have my own little get my own information, gather my own information, and come up with a decent way to even consider broaching this topic. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Because it's too much for just a 5 minute conversation towards an end of a weird podcast that we do in our rooms. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's just too much. There's too much going on.
I think first and foremost, well, actually, I think you're correct. Like we're not we're not as qualified to speak and to answer anybody's questions about mental health. What I do think is a step in the right direction is the ability to talk about it.
Mm,
Uh, I
definitely.
don't know how far gone other people's parents or grandparents are. Um, I feel like in their time, like I don't think you can blame them. I feel like in their time, it was such a hustle.
Oh
It was
yeah,
such a hustle, like to come into a new place, to come to a new country or a
bro.
new land,
Hmm.
and to have to start from scratch, to have to build in a country where you don't speak the language as well.
Hmm.
I feel like there was so much going on, they had no time to even care about mental health.
Come on, bro.
So
And
so
that's something that I personally have just recently come to grips with. You know what I'm saying? Like that's not something you think about when you're in the throes of, oh, it's me. I'm
yeah,
so sad and depressed, which we are. But
yeah,
it's like you got to think that, like, we sit there and we blame the older folks for like leaving us this way, but it's like, bruh, there was a lot of shit that they had to do themselves, bruh, that they
yeah.
didn't have time to address when they were trying to take care of us.
They
You
didn't
know?
have the luxury, to
Exactly.
not have like it's one thing to not talk about things, to not feel comfortable talking about things, which is where a lot of people are in this day and in 2023. That's where a lot of us are. But before us, to not even have the luxury to not even have the time
Mhm,
to just say, I don't feel right. I don't feel
mhm,
good. I don't something's wrong. Something that I can't explain. It's not a broken limb. I'm not in pain, but I'm in pain. Like
mhm.
to not even have the luxury to take time to think of that
Come
is
on, bro.
beyond me. Like I don't know how my parents did it. I don't know how my grandparents did it. But that's just the life that they came from. That's where they started their life. They came into a world where there was no time to do that. It's
Mhm,
time for us to get this money. It's time for us to go to church five
mhm.
times a week. It's time for us to do these things, this and that. And then, so I feel like some people may look at their grandparents or their parents as lost causes. To me, I just feel like we got to be more empathetic to where they come from. and that opens up that like what you said, like, you know, a lot of people are like, oh, my life sucks, my parents never paid attention to me. But once you start realizing like they come from a totally different world than I do, like I think about this all the time. Like my dad lost his brother. My dad lost his brother at like 20 something. If I would have lost my sister at 20 something, I don't even know how I would be. I don't understand like how he's moving.
Right.
Like some of my cousins, they at very young ages lost siblings and lost parents and all this. I'll be honestly, bro, I'll be like, damn, bro, I can't even imagine. So like as long as we become more empathetic to like other people's situations, especially our parents, it kind of like relieves the burden.
Yeah.
It kind of puts us in a mind state where we're like, it wasn't, I didn't do anything wrong. They didn't do this to me out of spite. That's just who they were. I feel like once we get that on the table, and once we start understanding that part of the topic of the discussion, it just opens a lot more. And where it leads to, I don't think we're qualified enough to talk, but I feel like I'm qualified enough to say, let's be real about where we all come from. Let's be real about the traumas that we face and where they stem from. Let's be real about that. And then however we take that information and run with it, that you know, that depends on your backbone, that depends on your history, that depends
on you, man.
It depends on everything that you've come.
It's on you.
So I wanted to touch on that, and I didn't expect you to say like, you know, I don't think we have enough, but that makes sense, and it's true. You know, we're not the end all be all when it comes to mental health, because we've been depressed for our whole adult lives.
You know what I'm saying? Exactly.
But yeah, bro. I agree. So yeah,
you wanted to go in, huh? You was about to go in on this.
I mean, you know, I definitely think we can talk about our own things, but like you said, to tag it on to the end of the conversation, to not have no real direction in the conversation, it would just be a smorgasbord of just randomness, you know?
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm gonna bring that up the next time we have for next week's topic. Hopefully we can pinpoint specific things and we can talk about it like that. Okay. But yeah, I just thought about it. I forgot to write it in the message, but yeah.
Yeah. Okay. It's some heavy stuff.
Yeah. We're gonna clip that. That was good. We're gonna clip that.
We're gonna clip it. Yeah, bro. That's crazy. Oh man. I got nothing else. Nothing else. What's up with you, bro? Besides, you know what? No, I do have stuff. I do have stuff to say at the end. All right. Whoa. Hello.
Yo.
Oh, sorry. I do have stuff to say at the end. All right. Instagram, Twitter. You know where we're at, man. At oh hello Marcus and at Sefa, bro. Follow the Polytickin Podcast IG at the Polytickin Podcast. And of course, we got the Patreon, right? Patreon.com/the Polytickin Podcast. Pick up the rare pack, $5 a month, get extra episodes. Thank you again for still listening to this dumb show. I got nothing else. What's up with you, bro?
Yeah, man. Appreciate y'all for tapping in. If you guys got any comments, go ahead and message it to us on Instagram, on Twitter, and wherever you see us. Yeah. If you see Marcus on the street, walking down the street, go ahead and hit him with a topic. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man, appreciate y'all tapping in. Everybody have a great week. Yeah, go ahead. Take us out, Marcus.
This has been another episode of the Polytickin Podcast, you nerds. I'm Marcus, it's Sefa. We're out. Go far. Soy far. Go far.
Yeah, far.